Capricorn, it's Gregory Scott here. Thank you for joining me. It's nice to be with you. This is your astrology and tarot forecast for March 2015, and there are two areas of strength for you this month, really. The first is communication. You're going to be at the peak of your powers in terms of how you communicate and what you communicate and how you understand other people, and also family is going to be a big theme for you this month. Okay, so by the time the 5th comes around, there's a full moon occurring in your 9th house in Virgo, and what that means is that your ability to communicate will open some doors for you to open the path towards the future. So let's say you've been communicating about or at work, about your work, you'll start to find ways of specifically moving forward. Let's say you're a coder at an office and you've been communicating with people about the latest developments in coding. You will find as a result of that that there's a course, for instance, in your area which you can then sign up for and progress with, and it comes about as a direct result of your communication. So make sure that at the beginning of the month you do open your mouth, which, I mean, I don't think anyone will be able to stop you, but it's important for you to progress in terms of your practical skills. It'll have a direct effect. On the 13th, Mercury, the planet of communication, enters your 3rd house of communication, and it's in Pisces. And this is important. And I don't want to overstate things here because this is a monthly forecast, but and what I'm about to say is a natal chart. But Agatha Christie, the world's kind of most successful novelist of all time, she wrote the mystery books. She had a Mercury in her 3rd house, okay? And when you have that kind of a placement, it means that you have a real gift and a real knack and a real talent to communicate, whether that's writing or speaking or broadcasting or whatever. But this month you've got that there. So if you're someone who's not very self-confident or self-assured in terms of how do I communicate, am I good at communicating, you will be this month, and you will be able to transform some of your own limitations here, especially around the 13th. So if you've got a presentation to do, schedule it for the 13th and then see how good you are, and then allow yourself to use that as evidence that you can do public speaking. If you were told by university people that you're not good enough, or that you can't write, or that you're not talented, write on the 13th and see how good that is and publish it and see the positive feedback you get, and that'll serve as evidence that you can communicate. Because, you know, we all have a voice, we all have a message. Some of us are better than others, some of us are worse than others. It doesn't matter. What matters is that each person is unique and special and has something to offer. And it's important that you offer that to the rest of the world. Okay? The 17th sees the planet of love, Venus, go into Taurus in your 5th house of romance. Okay, so you've got really big themes happening. You've got communication in communication. You've got love in love. So, you know, there's really, things are clicking into place for you this month, Capricorn. So the 17th is a great day to find love and to be romantic if you're already with someone, but really it's about being practical, and it's about expressing your love in practical ways. You know, that can be spending the day together or being intimate or whatever, but it's a great day to do that. So schedule that in for the 17th of March because you'll have a great time. Now, there's something quite significant happening on the 20th, and that's a solar eclipse. If you're in Svalbard in Norway, which I doubt because it's a very sparsely kind of populated area, if you're over there, you'll experience this as a total solar eclipse. If you're in Europe, it'll be a partial solar eclipse, okay? But this solar eclipse is about releasing things, and it's right on your IC, your Imam Coli. And the Imam Coli is the angle in astrology that has to do with family. And because it kind of straddles your family sector, it means you're able to detox any kind of problems that you've got in your family sector, and specifically, again, communication. So any communication problems you've got, and you can make some inroads to be heard. And you can get clear on who you are and what your message is. So it's a sense of new beginnings, new hope, fresh starts. And then finally, that's echoed by Mercury going into Aries on the 31st of March, which strengthens your communicative abilities again. So Capricorn, this month is all about communication with you. You're on top of your game in terms of that. So please make sure you build some positive evidence for yourself that you can then use in future and say, well, I did that presentation, it went wonderfully, so I'll be able to do that again. It's really important to have that kind of evidence because it helps you in life. So the card that I get for you here is Temperance in reverse. Okay? So you're not just sticking your toe in and kind of umming and ahhing and hesitating, you're moving forward now. And you're creating real balance and real evidence in your life. Have a wonderful month. If you'd like a private reading based on your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, then please visit my website. It's gregoryscott.com, and that will narrow down these influences even more and make them even more specific for you. You can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/GregoryScott444, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a great March, and I'll speak to you soon.